In light of all the backlash that Sony is receiving concerning their move to no longer support physical media, as a matter of fact, they would have gone on record to say that by 2028, they will no longer be supporting disc. Despite all of that, it's encouraging to hear some rumors about Xbox. Yes, Xbox would have decided that they were going down a different route. And you know who is saying this? Yes, a PlayStation-centric YouTube channel, Digital Foundry. Yes, these guys have been hearing rumors about Xbox. Let's listen and see what rumors they would have been hearing.
It's interesting, Rich. One thing I'd heard from a couple sort of sources, and this is just kind of like, potential rumory stuff, but at least before the current Xbox reset, I don't know where it is now, it sounds like Microsoft was actually very much going to continue disc support, not because they valued retail disc sales, but because they wanted to ensure that all your Xbox games were still playable on new Xboxes.
Oh, well.
Right. And it's like, we could offer maybe an external drive or basically some means. And I think that might all tie into this disc to digital stuff as well. But I get this feeling that they actually, especially given their reaction, I'm not saying they're going to solve problems or anything drastic going to change, but I do see a future where Microsoft actually supports discs going forward. For users that want to take their library with them, while Sony just completely cuts people off.
Right. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let's move on.
Now, if this rumor is true, you know what that means, right? It means that Phil Spencer and the old leadership there at Xbox was already going to support physical media long before Sony had this backlash. Yes? So that means that Microsoft was actually going to make a pro-consumer move long before fans would have indicated that they don't like what Sony is doing. And this is good news to know that Microsoft know what they're doing when it comes to making their consumers feel welcome, making their consumers feel like if it is their investment would not be going down the drain. So guys, imagine this. Imagine the announcements of the Xbox Helix. Asha Sharma walks out. Asha Sharma is holding a mic and she said, you know what? Unlike other companies, we are supporting physical media, and then drops the mic. I am saying that will be a huge win, and there has to be a reason as to why Xbox has been so quiet when it comes to physical media. I believe that they are waiting for when the Xbox Helix is announced, so just have this mic drop moment when it comes to supporting physical media. So guys, this is already good news. It's a good rumor if it is true. Now this news is really exposing Sony, and it's proving this content creator's words to be true.
Sony does not respect you as a customer. As far as Sony is concerned, you are a big, dumb, mindless piggy bank who exists only for them to squeeze and extract currency from. That is your only purpose in this world, according to Sony. That is how they see you.
So I want you guys to just think about how Sony don't really care. Sony don't care about what you fans say, regardless of your petition, regardless of your threats. Sony just don't care. You know how I know that? Because just look at what it is happening. Sony fans, they signed a petition. Over 300,000 signatures is saying that they want Sony to support disc. In addition to that, they would have threatened Sony with a blackout, not playing any Sony games, basically making Sony lose money because persons won't be turning on their PlayStation 5, they wouldn't be playing PlayStation games, they won't be buying games. They would have threatened Sony with unsubscribing from their PSN account. On top of that, we had some noteworthy, persons in the industry saying that they are going to support disc. Yes, look at these guys. So think about doing all of that All of that these fans and other industry veterans are doing to send a message to Sony. And you know what Sony said?
The time has come. Execute Order 66.
Yo, shout the season, man. Shout the season, man. Yo, I'm
This is wild. After all of that, what these Sony fans did, PlayStation still said they don't care. And a matter of fact, this is what they said.
Disc production. The second question. So on this point, we announced that January 2028 onwards, we will no longer be manufacturing game discs. So 1.5 years ahead. So we made this announcement at this time. There are various reasons we made this decision. The biggest being that the digitalization of contents overall has been progressing. That's the big factor. It's not just for PlayStation, but for all kinds of contents, digitalization is progressing. And so when we think about the future, and we put in a lot of thought and time, and we cautiously considered this, and we came to this conclusion, and we're going to cautiously move this forward. And to this decision, we have received various opinions, and people have strong views, and we understand that the community has put forth those views to us. Games are loved by many people. It's a form of entertainment that's loved by people, and it's connected to people's fond memories in many cases. And so we understand those emotions. We want to consider that, and in the future digital ecosystem, how do we engage the gamers is something that we would like to continue to explore. Thank you very much.
So you guys heard it yourself. In layman terms, Lin Tao is telling all the PlayStation fans, all the ponies,
We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway.
yeah, so it's very clear that Sony don't care what backlash they got. They feel that they're on top of the world. Now, do you think that Sony would pay for this? Or do you think that, you know, it will be business as usual now, as Sony has basically ripped off the band-aid, and now they would have told everyone that they are not going back on this decision? Let me know how you think about this in the comment sections below. And finally, let's talk about the close of the first quarter for FY27. Yes, Sony would have reported, what went on with their business for the close of FY27. Look at this. Now, this summary is brought to us by Shinobi on Twitter. Now, he's saying that the PlayStation 5 reached 95.3 million consoles shipped to date. And we also saw, this is where the big contention is that in Q1, Sony only sold 1.6 million consoles. That is a 36% decrease year over year. Now, that is bad. That most likely is attributed to the price increase and so forth. Now, overall sales are at 5.8 billion for the quarter, a 0.6% increase. But essentially, the business is flat right now. Sony's business is flat. We are seeing that at operating costs or income, profit increased by 37%. Now, persons might be saying, wow, Sony is killing it. But no, this 37% increase only occurred because the US because of US tariff refunds, meaning the government gave back Sony money because of what the tariff would have incurred sometime last year or so. So at the end of the day, although there are some positives about this report, we are seeing the major glaring factor there is that Sony's console is down 36%, only 14 short of 50%. That is crazy. Now, I am expecting it to be down even further. Now, would GTA 6 propel the console? Most likely, yes. But so far, none of Sony first-party games, Soros didn't do it, or none of the first-party games are driving persons to go and buy the console, mainly because it's too expensive, especially now in the recession that most persons are feeling right now. So let me hear what what are your thoughts on Sony? Basically, business didn't grow. The reason why they are seeing a profit this year was because of the government, the US government, giving Sony money. What do you expect for the next corner? Do you think it's going to be worse? Let me know in the comment sections below. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.
They think I'm being scammed by somebody overseas. They don't believe it's Post Malone. I have questioned why Post Malone would pick me. I know there's a big age difference, but we love each other and we're best friends. I've talked to him on the telephone 3 or 4 times. When we've talked, it's never his voice. He talks to me with a Jamaican accent to protect his identity.